In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a social media lower third right inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. So let's get right into the video. So once you're inside of Adobe Premiere Pro, you want to begin by creating a brand new sequence. So we'll go File, New, Sequence. Now in the New Sequence tab, you want to go over into Settings, make sure the editing mode is Custom. Time base is 24 frames per second. The frame size is 1920 by 1080. The pixel aspect ratio is square pixels, and then everything else is fine. If you wanted to rename the sequence though, then you could do so by just editing this box, and then we'll press OK. Now, from here, you want to go ahead and you want to find the social media logo of choice. So in my example, I'm going to use the Instagram logo. So we'll drop the PNG of that logo into Premiere Pro. We'll go into Effects and search for Transform. Now Transform should be under Distort, and once you've found Transform, you just want to drop that onto your logo. Now in the Transform tab, you've got Anchor Point, Position, Scale, Skew, Skew Axis, Rotation, Opacity, and Shutter Angle. But of course, we first want to begin with the Scale. So we'll decrease the scale all the way down to around 7 or 8 pixels, and then we'll pull the position of this over to the left corner. Now, once you're happy with the position of that, we want to go ahead and we want to animate this to pop up. So we'll zoom into the timeline by pressing the plus arrows. We'll go 8 keyframes to the right, and then we'll go ahead and create a brand new keyframe on position by pressing the stopwatch icon. So select the stopwatch icon, go back in time, so we'll go to the left 4 keyframes, pull the position up a touch, and then we'll go back another 4 keyframes, and we'll pull this all the way off screen. So we'll pull this down, and when we play this back, we've got this bounce up effect happening. Now, if that's a little too fast for you, then all you have to do is just increase the gap between those frames. So just pull them over, and that's going to slow the animation down. Now that looks really awesome, but we need to go ahead and add some motion blur to this animation. So at the moment, there is no motion blur whatsoever, and you can really see that if we zoom in and play back. So as it's coming in, there is just no motion blur whatsoever. It's too crispy. So we're going to add some motion blur by going into Transform, deselecting the Use Composition Shutter Speed. So we'll deselect that, and we'll pull the shutter angle all the way up to 360. Now when we play that back, we've got motion blur as that comes in. Perfect. So from here, we need to go ahead and we need to create our text. So we'll go File, New, Legacy Title, press OK on this window. Press the T icon up here, make sure that is blue. And then we'll click anywhere in this video and type out your social media handle. So we'll do @Brooker Films. Select all of that, and then you just want to go ahead and change your fonts. You can change the weight of this, you can change the color, you can change the scale. But once you're happy with the look of this, you just want to center this up by pressing these 2 center buttons. Now, we'll exit this window, go back to the Project tab, and we'll drop this title onto Video Layer 2. Nice. So we can see we've got the Instagram logo in the bottom left corner, but we've got the text in the middle. So we'll go back into Effects, and we'll drag Transform onto the title. And again, we're going to change the position of this title like we did with the Instagram logo. So we'll pull the position of this over and down, and if you want, you can change the scale as well. So we can pull the scale down and make this a lot smaller. Now, once you're happy with the positioning of your title, we want to go ahead and we want to animate this in. And there's a few different ways that we can animate this in. So we'll wait until the Instagram logo has appeared. So we'll go 18 milliseconds in. We'll go to Title, go up to Opacity, pull this down to 0%, make sure a new keyframe was created, and then we'll go to the right 10 keyframes, roughly, and pull this up to 100%. Now, when we play this back, we've got a pop-up logo and a fading in social media handle. Nice. If there was too much of a delay, then all you have to do is just pull those keyframes over to the left, and that will appear as the logo starts to sit in place. Of course though, if that is a touch too boring for you, then you can just delete those keyframes on opacity, and we can go ahead and we can add a slide in from the logo. So let's zoom in to our logo. And now as that bounces in, you want to go ahead and make a brand new keyframe on position. Then from there, you want to go into opacity and select the pen tool, or the free draw bezier as Premiere calls it. And we'll just draw a rectangle mask around our text. Now, once you've created that mask, you just want to go ahead and create a brand new keyframe on mask path. And then we'll go back in time to the point where that logo stops moving. And we'll pull the position of that title all the way to the left so that it just catches the edge of the logo. Now, from here, you want to go to mask 1, and you want to pull this mask over to the right, making sure that that mask is now sitting on the right of the logo. And if we play this back, we've got the logo bouncing in, and then we'll have the title coming in from the logo. That was really nice. Of course though, we are getting a little bit of blur just on the edge of that title, and that is because there is feathering on the mask. So if you wanted to clean this up, then all you would have to do is just pull the mask feathering down to 0, and that creates a harsh edge. So there you go. If we play this back from the very beginning, we've got the logo popping up and the text slides from behind that logo. Of course, if you wanted to add a little bit of bounce, then all you have to do is just go to that second keyframe, move over to the right, create a brand new keyframe on position, go back to the second keyframe and pull this over to the right just a little bit. And when we play this back, we've got this bouncing effect happening. And there you go. That is how you create the social media lower third right inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. It's a really simple but really awesome trick, and if you create YouTube videos, then this is going to be really awesome and really beneficial for you. So if you enjoyed watching this video, then please do let me know in that comment section below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, then I will see you on the next video. See you there.